What's going on, everybody? David here, back with another video. So we're going to do a stimulus package, stimulus check update today, and we're going to take a look at Mitch McConnell's proposal. And we'll also take a brief look at the bipartisan proposal so we can kind of compare the two. Nancy Pelosi's proposal, we don't know anything about that yet. She sent a letter to Mitch McConnell and Stephen Mnuchin with their proposal, but that has not been released yet, so we don't know what's in it. But taking a look at these two proposals will help us a lot kind of figure out where they want to go with this next stimulus package. We're also going to watch a clip of Stephen Mnuchin. He talks a little bit about what the president plans to do and what proposal the president wants to go with. So that's what we're going to talk about today. But first off, you guys can do me a favor. Please hit the like button. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. Also, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell notification. That way you'll get notified anytime we put out a video. All right, so let's go ahead and go over to my little flow chart here. And we're going to take a look at the different proposals. So I think, we'll look at Mitch McConnell's proposal first, and then we'll take a brief look at the old proposal, or I shouldn't say old, the bipartisan proposal. And then, as I stated, Nancy Pelosi, there's nothing there right now when it comes to, we don't know anything about that proposal. So we won't be talking about that today. But let's take a look at McConnell's proposal here. So first thing here, and we'll start from the top, and we have $105 billion, and that's for school funding. We have $10 billion for Treasury loans for the U.S. Postal Service. So the Treasury loan for the U.S. Postal Service. So they are providing a loan for the U.S. Postal Service if they need the funding. $332 billion for small business and PPP. We have, okay, now this is interesting. Unemployment. Now, it's not going to be the enhanced unemployment that everybody was thinking about, the additional $300 per week or $450 per week, whatever. It's not going to be that. Now, this is just an extension of unemployment. So you get a 1-month extension, and then that extension would phase out. And so basically what you're looking at is people who are receiving PUA or PEUC. Now, PUA is basically gig workers, and the PEUC is the 13-week extension that was granted for unemployment. So you get a 1-month extension. So this has changed a lot from even the skinny bill. The skinny bill at least had enhanced unemployment in it. This doesn't even have enhanced unemployment. So that's not a good thing. I mean, I don't even know why a 1-month extension. This is basically getting you to the Biden administration. And then from that point, Biden's going to have to do something different. But yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand politicians. I really don't. Why even put that in there? All right, let's move on. $5 billion for childcare, $500 million for fisheries affected by COVID, $10 billion for Treasury loans for the, you know what, I said that twice. Okay, we have that on there twice. $20 billion for farm assistance, and let's see, $31 billion for vaccine therapeutic development, stockpiles, etc. $16 billion for tracing and surveillance in the states. I don't know what the surveillance in the states exactly what that means, so I have to look more into that. And so that's what we're looking at when it comes to McConnell's plan. Now, I will briefly go over the bipartisan plan, because the bipartisan plan has some interesting things on it that are different from McConnell's plan. So you have $82 billion. We'll just start from the $82 billion. $82 billion for education. 35 billion. These are all billions. If I didn't write it on there, 35 billion for healthcare provider relief fund, 16 billion for vaccine development, testing and tracing, 45 billion for the airline industry as well as airports, buses, transit, and Amtrak, $12 billion for community lender support, 288 billion for small business and PPP funding, 180 billion for unemployment insurance, 160 billion for state and local and tribal funding, 5 billion for opioid treatment, 10 billion for broadband, 10 billion for childcare, 10 billion for U.S. Postal Service funding. That should be funding, not funding. 26 billion for nutrition and agriculture, 25 billion for housing assistance, and $4 billion for student loans. So that's where we are when it comes to the bipartisan proposal. And then as soon as we get some more information about Nancy Pelosi's proposal, then we'll go ahead and put that here. But as of right now, we do not have anything when it comes to that. So those are the proposals that we have in front of us right now. So let's find out what the president wants to do.
The president will sign the McConnell proposal that he put forward yesterday, and we look forward to making progress on that.
Can you react to the Pelosi proposal? Can you react to the Pelosi proposal she gave you yesterday?
I'm not going to publicly comment on it, but I did speak to her briefly, and there's also the bipartisan proposal.
All right, so very interesting, right? He's Stephen Mnuchin saying that the president's going to sign Mitch McConnell's proposal. And one more thing I didn't mention, I mentioned it yesterday, but I'll mention it again. No stimulus checks. We don't have stimulus checks on either of these proposals. Nancy Pelosi's proposal, we don't know what that is yet, so it could have stimulus checks in it, but we do not have stimulus checks in the proposals that are before us. So Stephen Mnuchin, he's already said that the president will sign Mitch McConnell's proposal. Well, you have to slow down first because the president's not even involved at this point. It needs to go through Congress. And so it doesn't matter if the president will sign Mitch McConnell's proposal because guess what? They have to negotiate. Congress needs to negotiate what they're going to do as far as a proposal. So just because there's a proposal out there doesn't mean that that the president will get that same proposal. As a matter of fact, he's not going to get the same proposal. It's going to be changed. That's the way legislation works. So very interesting that the president's saying that he is willing to sign Mitch McConnell's proposal that doesn't have stimulus checks. And we know how the president was talking about he wants larger stimulus checks than what the Democrats want. And go big or go home and all these different tweets that the president put out in the past. Now, all of a sudden, there's no stimulus checks in this proposal. There's no enhanced unemployment in this proposal. But it looks like the president wants to go along with this proposal. So we're going to have to see what happens, where it goes when it comes down to it. I know this is frustrating. It's frustrating for me just to report it because it's just like politicians are saying all these different things and now they're backpedaling and they've even gone. Mitch McConnell has even come from a skinny bill that had very little in it to this bill here that is just, I mean, it's ridiculous. And they're repurposing a lot of this money from the Federal Reserve. So they're not even, I mean, we don't even know the exact amount as of right now, but it's going to be less than what was in the skinny bill when you look at it. So I don't know what to say anymore, but I do want to know what you guys think. So in the comment section, let me know down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.